Southern Idaho's rock station 1031 The Edge. It's Broc at a few minutes after 2, and it's a day that all of us here in Southern Idaho have been looking forward to for quite some time. I am thrilled to welcome Stitched Up Heart to the studio. How are you guys?
Yes, what's up, Broc?
We got, let's introduce everybody. Of course, we got Mixie.
Merritt, guitar. Decker. Nick. And Randy, bass player.
This is by far, without question, the most people we've ever tried to cram into this corner of the world, ever.
Yeah.
But somehow you guys have pulled it off. It's impressive.
It's kind of cool, like one of them sitting on a trash can over there in the corner near the wall.
You're all kind of like Tetris blocks. Somehow we figured it out, and thank you so much, by the way, for coming over and spending a little bit of time. You guys just got into Twin Falls this afternoon, and what was cool is I thought you drove up all the way from Hollywood. You're from Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And instead, you stayed with some fans in Burley last night. Mm-hmm. How was your time in Burley?
It was, well, I fell asleep as soon as we got there in a real bed, which is cool. Already starting off the tour, good. But yeah, they fed us. There's a cat I get to play with, and we can never complain if people give us a bed.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. And this is the first day of your tour with Adelita's Way.
Yep, this is the kickoff show.
And I told you before we got on the air a quick story of the fact that Dr. Nick and I were down at Radio Contraband, which is a fantastic little seminar they put together. They basically bring the who's who of rock together so that all the radio guys in the rock world can see the new music that's coming out, and we have a chance to visit with some of the artists and visit with some of the record labels. Now, we didn't have a chance to chat down there, but you played the first night. They put together 2 showcases on Friday and Saturday night. You guys played Friday night at the Hard Rock, and Dr. Nick and I were standing, well, I was kind of standing. I think I was half falling over at that point. and he said, man, this band kicks ass. We have to start doing something on the Edge with these guys. And so we came back to the studio and started playing Finally Free here on the Edge. And then we get an email from your Century Media guys here about 2 weeks ago that says, hey, these guys are going to be playing with Adelita's Way at Diamondz. And
perfect.
Honestly, we both beat our pants because we're that excited.
Well, no, it's been a lot of excitement around the show. Diamondz is one of our favorite places to play. Like we feel at home there. They're always so nice. Greg's awesome, and everybody in this town is really like chill and cool, and like they really appreciate their music, and that in itself is better than playing any arena show or anything like that, you know.
One cool thing about Greg is that he understands that while this is far from a Chicago or a Dallas, as you may have noticed by the stench of cows driving into town tonight, there is such a great rock community in Southern Idaho, and for the longest time we went without a lot of shows, even though there's a ton of local bands who want to get up, they want to play in front of crowds. And so Greg and his wife Julie said, this is stupid. We got to do something about this.
Yeah.
And you, before you were working with all your label people, it had kind of developed a relationship with Greg. He would bring you into town and yada, yada, yada. And I just think it's so cool that Stitched Apart, you guys already have a history with Greg and Diamondz in Idaho.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's basically taking us in. Like, we used to book our own tours, and I just call him up, hey, we want to play, and he's like, yep.
Yeah.
And so he actually was the one that told me about the show. He's like, hey, Adelita's Way is coming through here. Are you guys playing with them? Because I know you're playing in Boise the next day. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I don't know. So we figured it out. And I'm just really stoked because it's, like I said, it kind of feels like home here, you know?
How long of a tour are you guys looking at? You're one of those bands, just kind of reading up on you earlier today, that will hit the road and, like, legit tour forever. Is that what you're doing with Adelita's Way?
Well, we're doing, like, about, I don't know, a week and a half with them. Then we go out with Sick Puppies and the Hard Drive Live tour. And then we have a couple other tours. We're planning not to come home until about September.
Are the drinks on the Hard Drive Live tour on Lou Brutus's bill? Is that happening?
I'll hit him up and let him know that, hey, we started a tab for this whole entire tour.
Yeah. He's got it. He makes lots of money. He can take
He'll be fine.
Where are you guys at with record releases? I know you've got a couple out. I think the first one, the self-titled one, was like 2010. Is that right?
Yeah, we did a DIY, the Skeleton Key EP. That was 2010, and then we just released Finally Free about 5-6 months ago. And then we're coming out with a new single really soon and a full-length record with Another Century very soon.
Yeah, and no release dates or anything are up yet, but I can guarantee you the moment we find out here on The Edge, we'll pass it along to you.
I know it, but I can't tell you guys.
Well, you're privileged. What can we say?
It's like keeping a secret is the hardest thing for me, and I've had to keep so many secrets.
Well, especially when it comes to a band and a recording that you're excited about and you're excited to get out to your fans, and then you just have to, the higher up say, nah, you got to keep your mouth shut until such and such a day. So as soon as they tell us, we will, of course, pass it along to all of your fans here in Southern Idaho, and I guarantee you there is a ton of people who are coming out tonight for a great rock show, first and foremost, but they are just jacked up and excited to see Stitched Up Heart.
Yeah, well, we're excited to see them.
You going to play a couple songs for us?
Yes, we're going to do Finally Free, our version of it acoustically, and then Monster after that.
And mind you, before the band starts to play, this studio looks as if we stumbled into a thrift store in a drunken, debaucherous evening and stole all of the electronic stuff and put it all together.
In a closet.
So bless you guys for dealing with the limited technology that we have here available in the studio. I'm just, we're grateful.
We were rehearsing in the van earlier, so this actually is a little more of an upgrade.
Okay, good. All right, Finally Free.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can you feel me around you? I am the blood inside your veins. You taste me, you touch me. I am the pain that takes you away. I'm finally free. I've broken through the chains. I have no fear. I'm wide awake. You can't take this away. I'm finally free, wide awake. Ah, ah, ah. Can you breathe me inside you? I am the air that fills your lungs. Can't see me, but I see you. I am the pain that takes you away. I'm finally free. I've broken through the chains. I have no fear. I'm wide awake. You can't take this away. I'm finally free, wide awake. I'm finally free. I've broken through the chains. I have no fear. I'm wide awake. You can't take this away. I'm finally free, wide awake.
Yes!
Woo!
That was awesome.
It's way more metal live.
It is, and that has been proved here on The Edge as we've been playing your single for a few weeks. You guys are just so incredibly talented, and we never did get into how you guys got together. How did you find each other?
Oh man, well, I mean, Hollywood, it's a big city, but it's a small town, so we all kind of met there. I formed the group in 2010, kind of found some of the guys, and just knowing people and meeting, and it's just, you kind of all know each other there, just like this town. Everybody knows what's going on down the street.
Absolutely. So you put the band together.
Yep, me.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and be the sexiest chick in rock and roll, and I want to have a band, and so let's do this thing. Is that?
Well, I mean, I've been in a lot of different projects, bands, whatnot, and I had kind of like a heartbreak in 2010, and it was just one of those things where I was like, what, I'm gonna start a whole new band, and I have this idea that I want to do, and then I just formed it, and that's what Stitched Up Heart is picking yourself back up again, and life is going to throw things at you, and you just got to roll with the punches and rock it.
And you're going to rock it one more time for us.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do Monster. This is another single off of the record that's coming out soon. Don't you make me go crazy. I'll be your lover. You want no other. You wanna take me. I know you want to. You wanna break me. Well, are you ready to? There's a monster deep inside of me. I'll rip you to pieces, don't try to save me. Nothing can hold me down. Don't you mistake me for such a sweet thing. That's just a warning. The damage I can, are you going to take me away? I'm a monster locked in a cage. There's a monster deep inside of me. I'll rip you to pieces, don't try to save me. Nothing can hold me down. Bring out the monster, it breathes inside of me. There's nothing to run to, try to break me. Nothing can hold me down. I've been locked up in a cage. There's a monster deep inside of me. I'll rip you to pieces, don't try to save me. Nothing can hold me down. Bring out the monster, it breathes inside of me. There's nothing to run to, try to break me. Nothing can hold me down.
That was awesome.
Hey, that's the first time we've done that acoustic, actually.
I'm going to tell you this. The rock world is friggin' lucky to have Stitched Up Heart.
Aw, shucks. They're lucky to have you, Broc.
Shucks. You guys are fantastic, and I'm so excited to see you live tonight. And like you said, right after Finally Free, quite more rocky than we just heard.
Oh, yeah. We're going to throw down, headbang. We hope to see people moving around. 7
o'clock tonight. Of course, Adelitas Way, the headliner, you guys are playing, and then Dogs on the Lamb is playing the show as well. So the tickets are still on sale. You can pick them up at the venue. You can still buy them online at jerometickets.com. And we've been promising the listeners the meet and greet. Now, we've been giving meet and greet passes away, but we still have a few left. And one mega pass where you've got 2 tickets to the show, 2 passes to the Stitched Up Heart meet and greet, and 2 passes to the Adelitas Way meet and greet. So go to our Facebook page right now, facebook.com/1031theedge. Mixie and all you guys, thank you so much for coming in and playing for us.
Hey, man, thank you for what you do, because you know what I realized from that radio contraband thing was I got to see a different side of radio and how you put you know, your neck on the line for music as well. Like, you have this passion and drive as well, and a totally different way of looking at it. And it really opened my eyes to all the passion that is in radio. And if it wasn't for you, people around here probably wouldn't hear of us. And so we really do appreciate that.
Well, thank you. It is our pleasure here at The Edge to deliver the rock to the Magic Valley.
Hey, thanks.
You ready to go to the venue and kick some ass?
Ready to rock, man.
All right.
Thanks.
Stitched Apart tonight at Diamondz Event Center in Jerome.